Hello, everyone. Scientia here, also known as Ben, once again joined by my sister.
Hello.
For more Majora's Mask, and the first thing we want to do is slow down time.
Yes, that sounds good.
Hopefully I entered in that correctly.
I think you did. Sounded right. Music is your bane, I feel like, in these games. That or arrows, like aiming.
Well, yeah, definitely aiming is
You've gotten
sometimes
better,
a problem.
I think,
I've been better in this one.
than in Ocarina. But you just really have problems getting those notes.
Yeah. Oh. I saw Cafe.
I saw Cafe, too. I saw a mysterious young child wearing a Keaton mask, putting something in the mailbox, eventually.
Slowly trundling down the stairs.
Very slowly. It's amazing what a difference it makes to slow them down.
I can't talk to him.
Yeah, he doesn't talk to people.
We'll worry about that some other time.
He's mute until you talk to him much later.
Yeah. Is this the way I want to go to get to the ocean?
It's west, so yes, it is. Stop right there. Have you an errand to the ocean? It is dangerous outside town walls, so I cannot allow a child like you... A sword? My apologies, sir. You wrong me to treat you like a child. Great, but you can see the clear water or something that I couldn't read.
Yeah, I know. I went a little quickly there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've read it before, so...
We have. It is really interesting to me how much more confusing I find using the C-stick over buttons.
I'd find it less confusing, so that's interesting. Just you said it because of pushing in a direction instead of pushing a button just feels different to you.
Yeah, it's a little hard to dissect exactly, but it has something to do with there's just a really big difference for me between thinking in direction versus location.
Okay, I can see what you mean. But we've gotten past our gatekeeping.
Yep.
So we now have Epona. We're allowed to come here, and we actually came here last time, I think.
We did, except my sword was in the shop, so I couldn't activate the owl.
Beware of levers, dangerous deep sea life forms that do not live in the deep sea. They live on the beach. So that was a weird place to put the sign, but okay. This is why I was saying the other day or other episode or whatever you'd say, that I would not want to hang out at Great Bay on my vacation, despite the fact that there are some towels and umbrellas or something, I think, set up. Danger, keep out. Swimming prohibited due to murky water. And what have you. I think aren't there towels or something over there? I don't know what I'm thinking of. I guess it's a boat that I'm looking at that's set up there.
Yeah, there's a couple of boats.
There are some things that are kind of out here as if you'd be hanging out, but I would not want to because all these levers make it rather
I
unpleasant.
one-shot now with my fancy new gilded sword.
Yeah, that's nice. But yeah, we have already been here, and we got Mikau.
Yeah.
We got him. Oh, you see, there was the towel, the beach towel, and everything.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was there.
There's some.
Yeah.
They look more like
tatami mats. What I mean is, it's a place for you to sunbathe. Yeah. I would not want to sunbathe. I don't actually like sunbathing, period. But I especially would not want to be sunbathing here when all the levers are around. And apparently the water is murky, so that also would probably not be great. So, how much do you like swimming as a Zora, Ben?
It's great in this version.
And so, two things I was going to say, as you alluded to there. But the first thing is, when we first played this game...
Yeah, when we first played this game, I didn't understand how to swim as a Zora. This was really bad in the Beaver races that we'll be seeing in a bit. So the problem was that I had played Mario 64. And so I thought the way that you swam was by mashing the A button.
Researching water quality and marine life forms in Great Bay. So mash that B button.
You might recognize this, by the way, from Smash Brothers Melee and / Ultimate. This shows up as a stage.
Mm-hmm. Well, inside, not outside.
Yes.
Outside, not inside. You know what I mean? Not where we are. They're late. What are those Zoras doing? What is it, boy? Did you also come to watch the Zora eggs hatch? I'm excited about it, too. But those important eggs haven't arrived yet. It takes about 1 to 3 days from the time Zora eggs are laid for them to hatch. Wow, that's fast. But if they aren't kept in this aquarium until then, they may die. The reason for this is that the recent abnormal weather has caused the ocean temperature to rise in this region.
We all know about rising ocean temperatures being problems these days, don't we?
Yeah, it's bad for the marine life. Or Zora eggs, apparently. Zora eggs are very sensitive to changes in the temperature. The only way the eggs can hatch as if they're placed in this aquarium water, which I set aside for them long ago. The Zoras are well aware of this, but they're still late. I wonder if something has happened at Zora Hall. I hope the babies don't have some kind of problem, physical developmental problems because of this whole being kidnapped by pirates, stuck at Pinnacle Rock, etc. situation. Like, I hope that they'll not have any deleterious effects.
So I thought you had to swim like this. Which is alright, I guess. But if you hold down the A button, you just start doing this.
Which is much better.
Except in the 3DS remake, this is one of the big things that they really messed up for some inexplicable reason. Instead of having you swim like a jet plane while you hold down the A button, it also consumes your magic, which you can do in this version. It basically has this on permanently. And then when it runs out, your power runs out.
Yeah,
so
and the way you swim is like this really, like... It's like it's kind of more like how Mario swims. Well, actually, no, it's not. I don't remember how he swims. But I think he's a little better than this. But it's like something kind of like this is how you like do normal swimming.
Bad.
That's how you do normal swimming as a Zora in the 3D remake.
There's a jumping mini game here.
Yes, but after you beat things. And this is the most baffling change. Like, I don't get why they made it so when you spin into hopping on water as a Deku Scrub, I don't get why they made that so it doesn't speed you up, let you go further. I don't get, XYZ changes, why they made the bosses so different. I really do not get why they changed the Zora swimming, because it's so fun to swim as a Zora.
It is.
My impression is that they thought it was too difficult to control, and people found it hard to figure out. But the thing is, what's crazy is, in order to do the beaver race, you have to swim like that. Right? It's the only way to really do the beaver race. And so you swim like that in the beaver race. Kind of like how when you're doing special things like riding a pony on horseback to shoot arrows for the ghost, they give you infinite arrows, right? When you're doing the beaver race, they give you this kind of swimming. Because that's the only way to actually do it.
That's an outflow.
Yes. So you have to go up that thing that you just walked past. Yes, that thing. It's a ramp. Also, you can wear the stone mask and just hang out in the back of one of their boats if you wanted to. Anyway, so, like, they're almost having to acknowledge that this is the way you're supposed to do swimming, because you have to do it that way for the beaver race. But the thing is, when you get to the beaver race, you've never practiced swimming like that, because it uses magic, so you don't ever swim like that. So, suddenly, for the first time, you're thrust into this new control system that they apparently changed. They thought it was too difficult. And now it's even more difficult because you haven't had a chance to practice it. Like, theoretically, when you get the Zora mask, the first thing you do is you practice swimming in Great Bay and just wander around Great Bay swimming, and you get a handle on how to do it. Especially in the Japanese version, where you have to swim and, like, jump up to get to the what's it called? The Marine Research Laboratory, right?
Oh, uh-huh.
In the American version, you can climb up onto it from the water, like as Link or whatever. But I think on the original Japanese version, you actually have to, like, be swimming as a Zora and kind of jump up onto it. It's my recollection of. I don't know if you remember anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, but yeah. So, like, the first thing you do when you get it is you practice swimming and swim around Great Bay, and so you kind of get a sense of how the controls work, and you're having fun doing that, etc., etc. And then you do the beaver race, and you already have a sense. Like, I think it was the beaver race where you actually finally moved the control stick and realized, oh, wait, I just hold this down. Because I remember your first time trying the beaver race was a nightmare, because you were like, okay, I need to do this to get to the right height. The right altitude, right? And then hit A to go like that to go through the ring, and kept on doing this, and it was not working, right? But eventually you realize, oh, wait, I just hold down and I can go up and down on my own. I don't have to do all this weird stuff I'm doing with diving and whatnot. It really messes things up by changing the swimming. It's less fun. It makes it harder to do the beaver thing because you're not practiced with swimming like that. I cannot fathom. All I can figure is they thought that people thought it was too hard to control, and I don't know. It just baffles me. So I feel like it would be awesome if the 3DS remake was just a flat out, this is a superior version. And graphic-wise, it's got a lot of great stuff where it's great that they, added more detail and things like that. It's really, really fun and neat. But you can't just wholeheartedly say that, yes, play that version. Because I feel like this is in some ways the superior version because they messed some things up, like the bosses and the swimming and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a pity.
Oh, I see. There's a
treasure chest in the middle. This is a fun little puzzle, huh? Moving blocks back and forth.
Yep.
I think you solved it though, right?
No, I think I just got myself a big loop.
Oh, never mind. Okay, you have a big loop. I feel like there isn't a way to get in there from here, actually. I wonder if you'd get there from, like, above or something. Is there a hole in the ceiling?
It definitely seems like you enter in from above. I was just looking for one. I didn't see one.
Not in this ceiling. I meant in its ceiling.
Yeah, it's open at the top.
Okay, yeah, I see. So there must be another way to get into there from a different angle.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, it's probably a piece of heart or something. But I wonder if from here you'd be able to get to it.
I don't think it is. I'm guessing it's just rubies. I know where there is a piece of heart down here.
Oh. There's one where you have to do a timer. Did you mean to do that?
No, I just wasn't thinking.
Okay. Because you seem like you stopped in Zeta in it, so I wasn't sure.
I didn't realize that there was an opening that the flow was going to push me to.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So, does this music sound familiar?
It does have, because I've heard it before.
Okay. Well, we are going to encounter this music again. So I mentioned that the 4, hopefully the blocks stayed where you put them. I mentioned that the 4 regions, north, south, east, west, all have the same music.
Yeah.
With different instrumentation. This song is going to play with, that was easy. Really? That's all we had to do. I feel silly now.
It's probably 20 rupees.
Aha! You're right. It's pretty nice. We're gonna hear this song again later with different instrumentation. Any idea where that might be?
Ikana?
That's right, Ikana Castle. So that's our other mini dungeon, I guess, is Ikana Castle. And it's gonna have this same song, but with different instrumentation. So there's a fun little fact. If you never noticed, we'll have to keep an ear out for that when we get there, huh?
It's kind of a neat way of doing things, though.
Repeating the music?
Well, doing it using the same notes, but with different instruments to make a different feel.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like, there definitely is a different feel, because this one has more of a military feel, I think, with some of the instrumentation, maybe? Or, I don't know. But that one has, like, a very more, majestic, or it's a castle, right? So I think it has some of that feel, too. So
yeah.
It's also an Ikana, so they probably have some, like, ghostly voices or something. We'll have to listen and see. I don't remember completely. Now, I know you got the 20 and the 20. Where did you get the first 20 for your 60?
Another chest.
Okay.
It was in the fortress area itself.
That I wasn't paying attention to, apparently.
Apparently not.
And also, someone decided to put this piece of heart in jail.
Yes.
It was bad. It needed to be punished, apparently.
It's a very naughty piece of heart.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
So there's a Goron switch or something, right? Or just a switch. I believe there's a switch inside as well to let you out, right? Which means it's a very bad prison cell. I don't know why you're a Goron for any of this. Yeah, there it is inside. Goron would not have been my choice, because it's not what I think of as being the fastest. But to each his own, I guess.
I rolled.
Yeah, that's true. So, do you have a favorite of the 4 different forms that Link can take on? I need to sneeze. Do you have a favorite of them to play as? There's the sneeze.
It's an interesting question. They all have different strengths and weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
I think... Where was that?
I don't know. I can hear something opening, but I don't know where it's opening. I think it just undid itself, too.
Where did I come in? I came in over there. Okay, there's it.
Yeah, I see it now. You didn't jump. Okay, yes, you did. Okay. I was going to say don't jump there because it won't let you through, but I realized it was the grating did not go into the water, so it was fine.
I think... I mean, Goron rolling and Zora swimming are both fun in their respective areas.
Yeah, that's definitely the case. Obviously, the Zora swimming is more limited in where you can do it.
Yeah.
But you can also go, like, different directions. Like, you can go up and down and stuff. You don't have to be stuck on the floor.
Right. I like that there's different forms that have different skill sets. It's a bit more organic than the age thing in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, and you can have more control over it because they can just go back and forth between it rather than having to like go back to the Temple of Time. And then also you're not like in the same context because it's 7 years different, right? So you can't like pick up where you left off as easily. I mean, they did that a little bit in the Spirit Temple, but the ladder. Okay.
Yeah, because like you have a boomerang as Zora Link, right? And you have a bunch of... Most of your tools are as just Link, but...
We can spy on them. That's where you're going to be going, is that bridge.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, like definitely there are times when it's like, okay, I want to use swimming, or I want to use the boomerang thing, or I want to be able to fly with the Deku flower, or I need to be heavy and pound the ground as a Goron, or break those giant barrels or whatever. Where you have uses for the different types of... Haha, no one can see you.
Yep. This is the Solid Snake wishes he had this mask.
Yo, yeah. Don't fall off.
No, this is just a shortcut that you could access.
Yeah, once you can get the hook shot, you can do that. Which I think what we're doing right now is getting the hook shot, and then we're going to depart.
Probably, yeah.
At some point, you need a photograph of a pirate, but that's something we can do later when you return. Just reminding you in case you forgot. Now, in the 3DS remake, also, they put the stone mask like right here. Like literally where you're standing, basically, is where they put the stone mask.
Yeah.
Number one, you can't... I mean, do you have to, like, do the walk we just did without the stone mask? Whereas we already had it, right? Like I mentioned earlier, when Ben was swimming in the water outside of the, like, the fortress proper, that you can actually get on one of the patrol boats and stand on the back of it with the stone mask if you wanted to, right? Mm-hmm. So all of, you know, that, and then, like, you know, where we just were there, you have to do without the stone mask. And also, it just, like, it makes it feel like, that, I mean, yes, this is basically the only place you actually use the stone mask, but it makes it really feel like that, rather than feeling like it's a thing that's in the world that you acquire and you can use it here. It feels like, oh, it's the tool that you, like, it feels much less,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that change either. I've been waiting for you. And did you find the rest of the eggs? No, but that's because... What are you trying to pull here? If people hear the great pirates have lost the treasure they stole, we'll become the laughingstock. Whenever I see the laughingstock, I think it's laughingstock of something versus just we'll become laughingstock.
Yeah.
You know? We'll become laughingstock, or we'll become the laughingstock of Great Bay or Termina or something. Mm-hmm. Yes, but Avail, the sea is strangely murky where we were attacked by the sea snakes. Silence! I like that camera move.
I agree.
That's why the Zoras can't send for any help. Now that the eggs are gone, the Zoras should be frantically searching for them. If we don't hurry, the Zoras will get to them before we do. There are 4 eggs here now. Hurry, go find the other 3 eggs before those sea snakes eat them. Understood. Wait, I need to get your morale back up, because I see you're dispirited. The Zora eggs are the only clue we have about that dragon cloud floating over the bay. We should look to see if it looks like a dragon cloud, by the way. If what that strange masked one says is true... There's the skull kid again. And if we can get our hands on the treasure that lies sleeping in the temple in that dragon cloud, then we can spend the rest of our lives living the good life. So, get a move on and go find them now. Understood. She got her morale back up. Right?
Time to demorale them.
Yep. I wonder what treasure they think is in the temple.
I don't know.
I'm with them.
Yeah.
Let us leave immediately if there are bees. Like, I have to say, I would prefer having a spider in a room to having a flying insect, because at least there's more, like, control of where it's going.
They put pots there so you can get arrows to shoot that down.
That makes sense. Because if it's a flying insect, it can, like, fly anywhere. But if it's, like, a spider or something, it's more limited in where it can go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go get this thing that's in here.
The springy sprungy treasure.
The springy... Was that what they called it in one of the other games or something? Like, was that Dampe called it?
Dampe called it
his, like...
His stretching, shrinking.
That's right, his stretching, shrinking treasure. It's like, okay, that sounds really weird, dude. The hook shot! You can grapple items. Yay.
Because we're here with this one, I think
might as well grab it.
Yeah.
All right. Then you don't need to have a fourth one because you're leaving.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay. Why are you doing that now?
Bad orders.
Okay. Isn't it nice that you can put the Zora mask on while you're in water?
Yes.
Because you were saying you could put the Deku mask on when you're in water.
Yep.
Do you prefer the Zora mask to iron boots?
Yes.
It doesn't look healthy. So this is why I'm worried about the long-term health ramifications of this whole misadventure on the poor baby Zora eggs.
Yeah, for sure.
At some point, by the way, you're going to want to grab fish to...
Yeah, I know.
Well, that one's nice, too. You don't have to fight a pirate for that one. I feel like the other ones you have to fight a pirate. Like, they see you and attack you.
I don't remember.
But that one is in the main room, so I guess I didn't have that.
Whee!
Do you want a pictograph, or are you going to wait till later? We can wait for the guy to tell us he wants a pictograph, right?
Yeah, I can wait till later.
All right, and now we can do the shortcut. So we don't have to go through that thing we did before.
Yeah, so for those who don't know what we're talking about, there's a hookshot target right over here that you can get to from over there. So that just makes it a lot easier to...
So let's drop off our egg, and do you go to Zora Hall or to the Beavers?
I'm gonna go do beaver races.
All right. Yeah, some of those changes, like the moving where the stone mask is, and just, I don't know why they made so many changes. I don't know.
I feel like a lot of the changes that they made were very inexplicable.
Yeah. Apparently they wanted to make the game easier. Like, they put that thing where we can get clues in the clock tower.
Yeah.
So I feel like they had gotten the feedback that people thought this was a harder game.
This gives me Fury 3 flashbacks a little bit.
Oh, I can totally... Oh, holy cow, it does. Fury 3, totally.
Especially Tiamat, the water level.
Uh-huh. I don't remember the names of any of the levels. But yeah, like, because the way the water level...
I have a playthrough on my YouTube channel here that you can go find a Fury 3 if you search for it.
It's been so long since I've seen that game played.
Yeah.
That's back when we were, like, 7-year-olds playing Doom and Quake and Hexen.
Yep.
What rating does Fury 3 have now? Because Doom's like M for mature,
I don't know.
Right?
It's just spaceship combat, so it's actually probably not.
I doubt it's rated M like Doom was. The first video game we ever played, right?
Wolfenstein 3D probably for me, but yeah.
I mean, that was at our old house, right? So I was like kindergarten playing Doom, I think.
Yeah, it was quite some time
It
ago.
didn't have a rating yet, so I guess that's in our father's defense. It was not yet rated mature. At some point, you have to get fish in bottles for the other fish in there. What happened to the rest of the eggs? The eggs can't hatch if they aren't all together, which is really weird. Hurry! Find the rest of the eggs and put them in the aquarium.
They have some sort of hormonal synchronization.
It
probably.
must be, yeah. But like, what if one of the eggs like dies off? Do they like compensate and know that, or then does it mean all of them are gonna die if one dies?
Who knows how this works?
I have a lot of questions about Zora biology.
But anyway, Tiamat is a water level in that one, and so you have kind of the surface of the water above you, because it had like a cloud layer, and then above that was
Yeah, because I was gonna say that a lot of them like that the surface of the water feels like the cloud layer.
Yeah.
Because it was really low quality graphics. Ooh, do you think you can do this challenge? I don't remember what you get for it. If you just get rupees, probably. Hey, aren't you Mikau? Were you able to get an empty bottle from the Beavers and hop over the waterfall? Those guys are quick, so it's pretty tough, isn't it? Hint, hint. If you want more bottle, that's where you get them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mikau, do you want to do that thing you used to always do? By which he means the challenge. Zora game site. Those who recklessly break pots will be fined. You have to break all of the pots.
Yes.
With one fell swoop of your fins.
I may not have positioned myself properly. I did not.
You did not. What's wrong? Have you lost your touch from playing too much guitar, Mikau? Don't you used to be able to break all of these pots at once? Your motions are all stiff, like someone who's not used to doing this. Sorry, but I have to take 10 rupees for those broken jars. If you break them all at once, I'll give you something good. Take the challenge again sometime. I think you're at a funny angle. Like, you're not in the middle. No? Ah! All but one. See, because you're not in the middle. Haha. You lost your touch from playing too much guitar, apparently. So this is something you did in your reckless youth, and now as an adult, you have an actual job, and you don't spend your time doing this. You're at an angle.
Yeah, I need to be over here.
That's better. Haha!
There we go.
You did it. Way to go, Mikau! You got a big smirk on your face. Well, here's 100 rupees. Except, jar replacement costs 10 rupees, so I have to deduct that. You get 90 rupees. Hey, you minus 30 plus 90, 100. That adds up 60, right?
Yeah.
So that's good. Bonus, it ends up working well for you. So, are Zora freshwater or saltwater animals?
I have no idea.
'Cause
what makes the difference, actually, on a biological level?
I don't know. We need to get a marine biologist in the comments telling us. Because the Zora in Hyrule live in freshwater, one assumes. And it's the river. One assumes this river right here is freshwater. But it's going into the lake, which would be, or the ocean, which would be saltwater. And obviously,
I mean, we assume.
We assume. Can you imagine a ocean that's not saltwater? That's like
Sounds weird.
sounds very strange. Oh, look, even more. That compensated some for the. You've gotten lots of red rupees.
I have, haven't I?
I wonder how the Zora get up here if they don't use hook shots. Maybe Zora who aren't Mikau use hook shots.
Maybe they can swim up the waterfall.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, doesn't
That's
Mifa swim up waterfalls or something?
I mean, it's canonically an ability that Zora have in
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. No! You just want to hang out with that like. I think the like actually has something if you go down there. But I'm not sure if it's just money, which you wouldn't be able to fully appreciate, or if it's a piece of heart or something.
I don't know. Let's go fight this thing.
Let's kill the like. Do you like likes? Or do you dislike likes? I think you're just stunning it. You should use your, that injured it, I guess. Yay, it's gone. Alright, let's see what the like liked. The like liked a piece of heart. Ha! And a red rupee, I think. Maybe. Is it a red rupee? Yes, it is a red
Yep.
rupee. Boo, you better put some money in the bank or you're gonna not be able to collect anymore.
Yeah,
or you can buy
I don't know if
things.
the beavers charge us.
I don't think they do. But they don't give you money either, so it's probably okay.
So I was trying to get closer to the edge, and I accidentally ran off of it.
Yep.
That's what happened there.
But hey, we got a piece of card out of it, so that's good. Beavers home, beware of swift currents. But yeah, maybe they're different breeds of Zora for freshwater and saltwater. Or maybe they're like salmon and they can live in both. That's what I'm guessing right now. Is that they can live in either.
Probably. Well, that's not a good position for that.
That's not a good angle, yeah. Also, if you stand here, the levers won't get you.
They'll leave me alone.
They'll lever you alone.
Yes, I'm going to use that
terrible.
joke again.
That's a bad joke.
I know. I used it in Ocarina of Time, and you hated it there.
Levers just like sand, apparently, because they're in the desert there, and they're in the ocean here.
Yeah. I wonder what technique they used to actually move through the sand.
I don't know. But right now, I'm thinking about Star Wars, because in Star Wars, Anakin doesn't like sand because he grew up in a desert. But he mentions not liking sand when he's like near a beach. I also do not like sand, so I don't know why that line gets so much flack, because I think saying that I grew up on a sand planet covered, a desert planet covered in sand where there were sandstorms that could kill people or flay their skin off, and sand gets everywhere and it's coursing. I completely follow everything he's saying. That makes perfect sense. I completely get where he's like, I don't like sand. I don't care if it's on a beach in Naboo where it's all charming and pretty, and I don't want sand. Right?
I think it's a very defensible position.
Yeah, I don't get why people don't like that line.
That line is fine. It's the lines afterwards.
Yeah, it's the whole like, I'm in love with you and whatever, when she's wearing that really tight black dress that George Lucas designed. Like that scene is where you got the stupid lines.
Ow. I wanted to try to jump to that.
I feel like there might be a thing where you need the scarecrow, but I'm not sure if you need it versus like to get a piece of heart you need it kind of thing.
Yeah, I was seeing a chest up there. I don't know.
It might be that you need to have the scarecrow or something to get to it.
I was able to hook shot to this. Can I hook shot to the side of it?
Ha! Oh, good, you did
Yes.
it. Yay! Let's see it be 20 rupees you can't spend. See? Told you! You got 7 rupees out of that, Ben. Was it worth it?
Yes. The satisfaction is worth it.
Okay.
And the cat who was brought back.
Yeah. Curiosity killed the cat and satisfaction brought it back.
Yep.
Isn't it interesting how... Because, like, sometimes I'll say things like great minds when you and I have the same idea. And what I'm going off of is great minds think alike. But I'm shortening it because we both know what I'm saying, so I just say the first part of it. And that's what people did historically, is that the whole thing is great minds think alike and fools rarely differ. And since people knew what the whole thing was, they would just say the first half great minds think alike, and then implied would be and fools rarely differ. Where just like how I'd say great minds, and I'm implying great minds think alike. And so because of that, though, the second half was kind of like forgotten by a lot of people. So when I say great minds think alike, I'm not adding on and fools rarely differ, meaning like it's not saying either that we're smart or that we're not smart, right? So just interesting how like it changes some of the meaning, because like actually blood is thicker than water or whatever is actually what it actually means is like people that you were like friends with, like blood brothers, I guess, is stronger than people that you're related to but don't actually have anything in common with. So it's actually the complete opposite meaning originally. Yeah,
because it's like the blood of something is thicker than the water of the womb or something like that.
Yeah, right? The blood of something is thicker than the water of the womb. Yeah. So it's actually blood thicker than water is actually the exact opposite meaning of how we use it modernly.
It's interesting. I think of this spot from Nimpai's Adventure.
I don't know what that is.
It is a Zelda ROM hack.
Oh, okay. And it looks similar to this, huh? These beavers are so bizarre looking.
It starts off in this area with Tattle basically telling... The whole conceit of it is that it is a mistelling of Ocarina of Time.
And it involves this game, then it definitely is a mistelling.
And so it's like, it starts here, or it's like, hey, let me tell you about this legend I heard while we're on break.
This is a very bizarre looking beaver. You again? You can't fool me with your green clothes. You want an empty bottle, don't you? You never learn your lesson. Cool. Okay, I'll give you one. But only if you can swim through all the rings in the river in under 2 minutes.
This was really hard when I didn't know how to swim properly.
Oh, yeah. So, do you want to try? We were like, this is impossible. There are 20 rings. You must swim through them in the right order for it to count. Swim through the ring that's flashing. I'll show you the way, so follow me and don't get separated.
This is still kind of tricky, but...
Yeah. But not as tricky as we thought when we were like, okay, we have to, like, dive up and down to get to the right altitude to get to the ring, and then shoot forward. It's like, oh, this is impossible.
I'm going to be in focus mode here.
Okay. I won't make you talk.
I mean, you can talk, but I am not going to talk much.
Yes, that's fine. This is mini game music.
It is.
Why are you talking? You said you weren't going to talk. You lied to me. You're talking. All right. Ooh, that was dangerous. Almost didn't make it.
Yeah, it's getting dark in here.
It is getting dark. Uh-oh. At least it's daytime, right? But I don't know who designed these beavers, but they have a very goofy look to them.
They do.
But again, like this game is quite colorful in a lot of ways. That's what we have to do, that kind of jumping thing to get onto the platform at the Marine Research Laboratory in the Japanese version.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat sort of dolphin jump.
Yeah. You're still talking, by the way. I'm talking to the audience, not to you, because you're concentrating. Let's see. You've got 4 more. You're keeping up with him pretty well, though. I think you're okay. I like how he uses his tail as a propeller.
Reminds me of...
Tails?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing from Sonic.
There we go.
He only has 1 tail, though. His eyes and his whirligig on his belt match.
Yep.
That was perfect. That's not good. And he's got sunglasses on, so you can't see his crazy eyes. Did you call me little brother?
Why does one have a bundle of wood on his back and the other has an inner tube?
Don't ask questions.
Boy, these beavers were like... I don't know what game they're from, but it's not a Legend of Zelda game.
I know. I was like, are they from Crash Bandicoot or something? Like, I don't even know what that game is. I've just seen the pictures of it. But, like, they look like they're from a different game, as you say. Swimming goggles, not sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
He's got green hair, and he's got a funny cap on, and he's got whirligig eyes. And
my goodness.
They're just the most bizarre. I called you big brother. Actually... What? An empty bottle? Yeah, an empty bottle. Don't worry, little brother. To us, empty bottles are a treasure. They must really like glass. I can't give you one just because you beat my little brother. We can't just give you one. I'll give you one after you race once more against me. So will you try? The rules are the same, but this time there are 25 rings. Don't fall behind. They're so weird. He's on the opposite side of you this time. So he has the whirligig thing again with his... Does he swim faster?
I think there's just more rings.
Okay.
I'm also a little bit further from the microphone, so I don't know how well it's picking me up.
Oh, yeah. So he doesn't... The beaver does not swim faster. There are just more rings.
I think that's the only difference.
Okay. Ah. And it's getting towards... it's half an hour until... Yeah, I heard the sound of the bell, although it was obviously a little... Bell's not quite the right word. Well, I guess it's a bell. The clock tower bell. Underwater. Isn't it interesting how sound gets... Like, that's an important thing with sound design, is things like, if you're hearing the clock tower noise, but you're underwater, it needs to sound distorted. I'm not talking to you, by the way. I'm talking to the audience. So ignore me while you swim.
It's cool that they have that sort of thing in an N64 game.
Yeah. Oh, cool. You got both. That's nice.
That was a good, satisfying jump.
It was. You have to veer sharply.
I like that these rotate to face you.
Oh, they do? That's good. Oh, that's important. That makes life way easier if they do that. And we have 4 left. You're making good progress.
So are we as Macau a better swimmer than Macau is?
Since he couldn't do it. Wow, that was a really not nice banner.
Yeah, it was.
That purple thing. He did it, little brother. Yeah, he did it, big brother. There's nothing we can do, little brother. This is a mess, big brother. I think their parents are going to be mad at them for this.
I don't know.
They're acting like there's a higher authority. We underestimated you. Who's going to be mad at them for giving up bottles? You know, if you do it again, do you get a piece of heart or something? Or is that it? I don't remember.
I don't recall. I'm not doing a beaver race again, though.
Yeah. Do you ever just, like, hang out, though? Like, they go there and, like, explore? I don't know. It's kind of cool they have that big reservoir up there, you know? As an extra part of the arena or area. Ow! That went really well.
Well, just broke his neck.
Oof. All right, well, we got the beaver, so should we go to Zora Hall? And see what all these crazy Zora kids are up to?
Apparently losing their eggs.
Yes. I do that once a month. No.
Whoa.
That was a bad joke, I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone. That was horrible.
I think excuse me. I think we should probably just go ahead and wrap up this episode, actually.
Oh, holy cow, yeah. And then next time, go to Zora Hall.
Yeah.
How did it get to be 40 minutes? I guess you did a lot, right?
Yeah. I think I did a lot.
We got a bottle.
We got a bottle. We got a hook shot.
Yeah. Those are good things to get.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and wrap up here. And thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, everyone, take care. And goodbye.
Bye-bye.